three past paper. Okay, so in my point of view, and this is the paper which I also did. So this is a bit challenging. Challenging means questions are a bit tricky in terms of part one. It's true, guys. Last year, part one and part two, when you compare, part two was comparatively easier than part one. But part one was a bit tricky. Okay, it was not very much difficult, tricky. That means you have to think a bit and answer. And there were some questions where you should find the answer only through our techniques. Okay, so than preferring the syllabus, there you have to use some tricky things to find the answer. So that's how 23 paper is structured. Okay, compared to other papers and all, 23 is a bit challenging and tricky. Okay, so first question. So as always I say, first question mostly they ask from needs and wants. Okay, before that, say me, what are the basic needs of human? What are the basic needs of human? What are the basic needs of human? Okay, guys, there are and shelter. Okay, food, clothing, and shelter. Guys, of your videos. Okay, food, clothing, and shelter. And now say me some other needs. You all know other needs. Yeah, other needs. Education, health. Okay, so food, clothing, shelter. Remember, those are the basic needs of human. Okay. Now the question is, they're asking from the above, what is the option that contains only wants? Wants, those are the desires. Shelter, that's also need. So wants mean different ways of fulfilling those needs. Clothing, that is also need. ABC, so this is the fifth one. Okay, we'll see the other stuff. Laptop, yes, that's a want. Soft drinks, that is also a want. Okay, mobile phones, a need. Okay, so first one you can easily find the answer. Fifth one is the answer. Okay, next one, from the following, select the option that correctly states an attribute of a service. Okay, can you all say me the characteristics of a service? What are the characteristics of a service? Features of a service. We'll see. Very good. First one we can say is it's intangible. You can't touch it. Okay, intangible. And next one we can say inseparable. That means you can't separate from a person. For example, I'm lecturing here. You can't separate me and my lecture. Okay. Another one you can take is perishable. That means you can't store it. Okay. What's the last one you have? What's the last characteristics you have? VIP. Yes. What's the last characteristics? After perishable, another characteristics. Hello. Another characteristics. Don't you all know? Variable. Okay. Variable. The way I provide lecturing and the way another person providing lecturing is not the same. Completely different. So these are the four characteristics of a service. Intangible, inseparable, perishable. Perishable means today I lecture, tomorrow you can't store it. Okay. Done and dusted. Then variable. Okay. Variable means differing from person to person. Okay. So based on that, what's the word? Inseparable. Fourth one is the GDP is represented through. Okay. Service sector, we say another word also. What's that? For service, we say another word also. What's that? Very good. Tertiary. Okay. Service, we say another word, which is service. Another word we say is tertiary. Okay, good. Next one. Question number 4. Following are some issues prevalent in the world. Okay, fine. What are they asking? What is the option that only includes socio-economic? Guys, socio means connected to people. Any problem connected to country's development. Okay. So study like that. Socio means connected to people. Economy means connected to the country. Okay. So deforestation. Okay. Deforestation falls under what? Is it connected to people or is the country's development? Deforestation means destroying the forest. Guys, can't take A option. Okay. Obesity. Obesity means people being overweight. Okay. Like you buggers eating a lot. Okay. You're more than the weight of your age. Okay. So obesity falls under what? Falls under what? Socio-economy. It falls under people, right? Very good. So it's a social problem. Good. So B can be taken. Next one, income inequality. For example, I am very rich, you are very poor. Okay. So that falls under what? Socio-economy. It falls under economic factor, right? So C also can be taken. Good. Next one, air pollution. Pollution is something connected to environment. So D can't be taken. Brain drain. What is brain drain? Anyone? Any idea what is brain drain means? Anyone any ideas what is brain drain? Guys, brain drain means educated people. Okay, educated. No. Yeah, talented and educated people are leaving the country. So for a country, that's a big loss because educated people means that's a human capital for a country. So if they are leaving the country, that's a big loss for the economy, right? So brain drain also can be taken as a social problem. Okay, unemployment is connected to economy. So G can be taken. Soil erosion G. Okay, answer number, sorry, B, C, E, G. Answer number 2. Okay. So socio means people. Economy means countries developer. Next one, select the option which does not, careful, they have bolded, does not indicate an objective of Consumer Affairs Authority. Okay, say me, how many objectives are there of Consumer Affairs Authority? Answer for the first one is 5. 5, right? 8. Yes, 5. How many objectives are there of Consumer Affairs Authority? No, there are only 4 objectives. Okay, first one is, guys, objective means their goals. What are their goals? First goal is they make sure that consumers are protected from harmful products. Okay, harmful product like chemicals and all. So that's what they're saying in the first one. So that is correct. We say hazardous goods. Next one, they ensure that consumers are protected from unfair practices, unfair trade practices. Okay, that is also there, correct. Another one is they ensure that consumers get a redress. Redress means if consumers are affected through a business, they ensure that they get a compensation from that business. So that is only called as redress scale of Consumer Affairs Authority. What's the last objective of Consumer Affairs Authority? Anyone? What's the last objective? Not reasonable price. The last objective is access to goods and services. They make sure that everyone, every people have the access. Access means they can easily go and purchase those goods and services. So those are the 4 objectives. So you can underline the keywords: hazardous, unfair trade practices, redressing, and next one you can take as offering an access. These are the 4 objectives. It's not like that. Third one, we didn't study anything like that. Ensure wide availability. No, that's a function. Okay. So answer is the third one. Fine. Okay. Question number 6. So they have given, so to be on the safe side, to make it easy. Okay. So you all say me the stakeholder now. Selecting board of directors. Okay. Board of directors are the people who's going to take decisions in the company. So who has the power to select this board of directors? Who has the powers? Okay. Shareholders, guys. Shareholders are the people. They are the real owners. They only will appoint the board of directors. Okay, careful. So first one should be shareholders. Next one, formulating strategies. Formulating strategies means these are the people who make decisions in the company. Who take decisions in the company? Very good. Managers. Perfect. We say managers. Formulating strategies means managers. Next one, engaging in operational. Operation means day-to-day business activity. Who falls under that? Very good. Employees. Employees. So operational employees. Okay, negotiating trade condition. Negotiating means, for example, they are saying that I will give these goods, but at this negotiate when there's a transaction, when there should be suppliers, D, and consumers, they are concerned about products quality. Okay, simple, right? So E. Answer is A, E, D, B, C. Second one is the answer. Okay, fine. Next one. I said usually from question number 7 to 10, they will include a general knowledge question. Okay, so in 2023, this is the word general knowledge question they included. So they have given you 2 things: inflation and purchasing power. Okay, so guys, simple. 19 and 2 is in 2019, and also you have 100 rupees now. Okay, same. How many paratas you can buy? Lot means see the number, man. During 2019, one paratha was like rupees 10. Okay, so you were able to buy around 10 paratas. Paratas can you buy now? Okay, how many paratas? Now a paratha is costing around 30 rupees. Okay, you can buy only, we'll say 3. Okay. So what happened to your purchasing power? Did your purchasing power increased or decreased? What happened to your purchasing power? Your purchasing power decreased because of one reason. You can see a paratha's price from 10 rupee. So increase in price is called as what? When the price of a good or service is increasing, when inflation is increasing, your purchasing power is also decreasing. So they have a negative relationship. Inflation increase when prices are increasing means the power of purchasing will start to reduce. So they have a negative relationship. Now connect the dots. So they're asking you high. So you all say me, if purchasing power is low means inflation should be what? High. They have a negative relationship. So purchasing power low, inflation is high. So A part. Next one. If purchasing power is high, inflation should be negative relationship. Inflation should be low. So D part. Okay. So this is how we have to find the answer. Easy question. So answer is the third one. A and D only. Okay. Fine. Okay. They have given you some goals of government and business. They are asking you only the government's goal. Okay, guys. Simple. First of all, we'll go and see what are the government's goals first. Easy goals. Okay. So promoting work-life quality, promoting industrialization, creating products, redistributing income. Fair income distribution that can be taken. So I'll take D first. Then maintaining prices. Yes. Economic stability. So that also can be taken. So I know that D, E, F are solid answers. Okay, they will surely come under government goals. So based on that, I can eliminate the first option, second option, D, E, F is there. Now I had to eliminate the wrong combination. Okay, second one, in second one, they are saying A. A is what? Promoting work-life quality. Guys, in your company, you are creating a favorable environment for the employee. So that's not a government goal. That's a business goal, right? So A cannot be taken. Because of that reason, second option is out. Okay, we'll go for third one, B. Okay, B is the different one. Okay, B, they are saying promoting industrialization. So what is promoting industrialization? That means creating factories in the country. Okay, creating more and more businesses. Yes, that's the goal of the government, right? Okay, answer. Okay, you can't take G. G is what? Promoting employee engagement, making employees motivated to participate in the company. So that is a company's goal. And last one, practicing corporate governance mean following all the rules and regulations. So following rules and regulation falls under business goal, not the government's goal. So the correct answer is the third one. Okay, guys, up to this, okay, clear? Understood? Good, fine. Okay, question number 9. So guys, question number 9, okay, this one is not a part of a syllabus, okay, types of partner. So it was there in the earlier syllabus, but they have unfortunately included that question also. So limited partners means, guys, in a partnership, there are some partners who have limited liability, okay. So they only call as limited partners. So limited partners, they have limited liability, and also they don't participate in management activity or decision making and all. They don't participate at all. So the answer is the fifth one. Okay. Here there is no any depth definition. That's all. Limited partner means they have limited liability and they don't participate in decision making. So answer is the fifth one. Okay. Those details of issue of shares, power, and duties of director. What do you all think? True or false? True or false? Fifth one, Abdullah. Eighth one. Eighth one is third. Eighth one is third. Okay. What do you all think? True or false? False, guys. Okay. Sorry, sir. True. It definitely are. When you take AOA, Articles of Association, that's the main document of a company. It says the full details of the company, objectives, management, and especially there's topic for shareholders. Okay. Who are the shareholders? What are their rights? What are their duties? Okay. How much of shares they have given? All these stuffs are given in AOA, Articles of Association. So statement A is correct. What about statement B? Certificate of incorporation shows the details of shareholders' voting rights, rules, and regulations. No. Okay, guys, certificate of incorporation is given when incorporate your company. When you go, you can't say register. Company cannot be registered, it can only be incorporated. So if you go and incorporate, they will give you certificate of incorporation. Who will give the certificate of incorporation? Who will give the certificate of incorporation? Company registrar. Okay, company registrar. He is the person who will give certificate of incorporation. And what are the information you can see in certificate of incorporation? That's a certificate which says that your company is, formally, and you can see the date. At which date? There will be a number, guys. For every company, there is a register, incorporation number of you and the company registrar. And what's the nature of business you are doing? So these are the information you can see in a certificate of incorporation. Something connected to register, incorporation stuff. AOA talks about the full company. So statement A is correct, but statement B is wrong. So answer is the first one. Only A is correct. Okay. Only A is correct. Fine. Board of directors. Address board of directors. You can't see in certificate of incorporation. Okay. Next one. Entrepreneurial process. Easy one. They asked me with the correct order. Okay. What's the first thing? So say me the letter. In entrepreneurial process, what's the first thing you should have? Discovery, right? So discovery falls under B. Okay, first step should be B. After discovery, concept development and preparing the business plan. So it should be D. First one should be B. Second one should be D, right? You have only one. Then after preparing the business plan, you will get the resources, all the input. So that is called as resourcing, E. After getting the resources, you will officially start the work. That is called as actualization. And finally, so answer is the third one. Okay. Next one, a medium of exchange which does not require a third party involvement would be. That means medium of exchange means buyer and seller. That's all. Only there is a buyer and seller. No any other party in between. Banks, intermediaries, nothing. Only a buyer and a seller. That's all. So what's the medium of exchange? Which acts without an intermediary? Guys, cash. Cash does not have any intermediary. For example, if you go for a grocery and buy, you and the seller, that's all. There is no one between, right? So answer is cash. First one. Now say me, in a check, who is the intermediary? In a check, Who is the intermediary? That is a person in the middle. Ah, it's the bank, guys. Okay, in the check, who is the intermediary? In the bank. For example, I am giving you a check, me and you, but in between bank is this are there. How many parties are there? How many parties are there? There are four parties. Okay, can you say me the order? Who is the first party? First one is the card holder, the person who has the credit card. Okay. Second one you can take is credit card association. Okay. Okay. Can you say me some credit card association which you all know? The companies which issues credit card, companies which is Visa. Then you can take Mastercards. Good. American Express. Yeah, correct. Okay. Third one. Third one is what? We can take the merchant. Merchant means the person whom you are going to buy from the goods. Okay. And the last one is what? There is another party. Who is that? No. Card holder I took. Association also I took. Merchant also I took. No. That is one party. Very good. Very good, Chifa. We say issuing bank. Guys, to get a credit card, you have to go for a bank, right? Okay. So that bank is also what? A party. So you can see card holder and the merchant. Okay. They are the buyer and seller. But in between, you have credit card association and also you have issuing bank. So those two people are the intermediaries here. Okay. Then what about eCash? In eCash, who is the intermediary? Okay, say me some examples for eCash. Examples for eCash, guys. eCash means simply electronic cash. Yeah, simple. You can take debit card and credit card. Debit and credit card. Simple one, right? Then you can take very good cryptocurrencies. So you can see all these debit or credit card to withdraw money, you need an ATM. That means you need a bank. Okay. And what's the last one? Prepaid card. Okay. Guys, what is a prepaid card means? Any idea? You know what is prepaid mean? For example, our data packages and all, what is prepaid? First of all, you reload, then use it. So guys, there are some cards like that. Okay. You can get from a bank and you can top up, reload it. You can say bank, I want around 100,000 or 50,000 for this card. So you will give 50,000 for the bank. Bank will recharge, like top up that card for 50,000. So that card is worth 50,000. So you can purchase goods and services with that card. Once 50,000 is over, what you have to do is you'll go again to the bank, give another sum of money. Then they will be top upping again. Then again you can use simply like a reload card. Okay. Yeah, same like that. Okay. What's a black card? Well, I don't know what is a black card. So guys, very good. Difference between debit card and prepaid card. Debit card කියන්නේ මොනවාද? The card which you use to withdraw the money in your bank. For example, in my bank account, there is 1 lakh. So with the debit card, I can use that 1 lakh, right? Okay, 1 lakh. The simply debit card is connected. Listen carefully. Debit card is connected to a bank account. Okay, simply bank's money, the money which is in your bank, that only used with a debit card. But prepaid card, you don't need bank account. You have to just go and top up the card. That's all. Okay. You have to just go and top up the card. That's all. For that, you no need bank account. So once the card, I mean the 50,000 is over, you'll go to bank again and reload it again. Simply like a reload card you use. Salary, why is it used? Yeah, in Sri Lanka, it's not popular because first time you're also hearing that name because many of Sri Lankans, they use what? Debit card only. So in Sri Lanka, prepaid card. I think Sampath Bank only introduced Sampath web card Kela, but it was not that much successful. Okay. So guys, okay there? Sure. Understood the difference between debit and prepaid. Okay, good. Fine. Next one. Select the correct statement pertaining to a bearer check. Okay, guys, what is bearer check? Bearer check means simple. Whoever has that check can go and collect the cash or deposit. That is only bearer check means. No need to endorse or anything. Whoever has that check in the hand can go to the bank and withdraw. So what's the correct answer you can take? What's the correct answer you can take? Fourth one. Okay, sends it to a bank. That is only bearer check. Fine. Okay, question number 40. Okay, guys. The purpose of obtaining a motor vehicle, it's connected to risk. Okay, but careful. So this one now you all know because since you did the past paper, fine. For us, when we saw this question, we have to think a bit. Easy one, but that's what tricky. So we know insurance is connected to risk, but we don't know what to do with the risk. Is it to avoid or something? Guys, risk cannot be minimized. You can't avoid risk. For example, accident. Accident you can't avoid. Anyhow, you have to face it. So the main reason of getting insurance is once you face a risk, transferring that risk. For example, your car got a damage. The damage is around 1 million. So will you pay? No. Insurance company will pay. So you are transferring the risk you have to the insurance company. So insurance, the simple thing is to transfer. Insurance works under which principle? What do we say? Insurance is made up of which principle? I'm not asking the principle which you all learn. Indemnity, nothing like that. I'm asking you all, insurance is made based on what? Ah, very good, Ilma. We say, very good, Ashra. We say pool of risk. Pool of risk means what? They collect from many and pay for few. For example, all of they are in our class pay an insurance premium, but not everyone will face the risk. For example, I face the risk. So out of all the insurance premium collected, they will pay the compensation only for me. So that is only pooling of risk. Okay. Next one, question number 15. Which of the following international bodies specifically focuses financial stability? Which organization? International Monetary Fund, IMF. They only think about the financial stability of the member country. Then what about World Trade Organization? They think about what? What's their objective? They promote trade. Okay. They promote what? Trade. They ensure that among their member countries, trade is happening properly, smoothly. Okay. Then what about Asian? So how many countries are there in Asia? What are the goals of IMF? You can say financial stability, eliminating poverty, and creating job opportunities, having a favorable balance of payment. So those are the objectives. Okay. There are 10. Okay. Their main goal is promote economic and political cooperation. Okay. Political cooperation among the member countries. Among all those 10 countries, they ensure that those countries have a proper economy and a political cooperation. Okay. What about BIMSTEC? Anyone? How many countries are there in BIMSTEC? Any idea? Number of countries in BIMSTEC? Yeah, there are 7 countries. Okay, guys. To make it easy, you can go with the word itself. Okay, B. B stands for which country? The countries which is around Bay of Bengal. Okay. B stands for which country? B stands for Bangladesh. Okay. Bangladesh. Then I stands for India. Okay. Then you have M stands for not Maldives. M stands for what? M stands for Myanmar. Okay. M stands for Myanmar. Okay, Myanmar. And what about S? S stands for S stands for Saudi Arabia. Hey, BIMSTEC, Bay of Bengal. Can you see Saudi in Bay of Bengal? It's our country, Sri Lanka. Okay. It's our country, Sri Lanka. Next one. T stands for? Very good. T stands for Thailand. Thailand. Next one. E and C, you can't take it. Okay. You can't go with the abbreviation. There are 2 countries. This is Nepal and then you have Bhutan. Okay. So these are the countries which falls under BIMSTEC. Okay. So please make a note of that. These are the 7 countries you have. Next one. Question number 60. They have given you some communication medium. What is the option that contains only quick feedback? That means quickly you can get a response. Okay, through letter, no, you can't. Once you send a letter, it will take some days to get a reply. Notice, guys, notice careful. If I display a notice in the notice board, how can I know whether I'm getting a feedback or not? That person should come and only say me. So notice, okay, you don't get a feedback at all. Okay, telephone, yes. If you one-on-one meeting, for example, Zoom meeting, we have quick feedback, right? So D can be taken. Video conference. Yes, video conferencing, everyone's video will be on. You have to communicate with everyone, right? So that also you can have quick feedback. AI chatbot, chat GPT, a quick example, okay? So that also can be taken because when you type a question, quickly you get the answer, feedback, okay? Memo means it's like this. When you take in some company, managers, what they'll do is they'll make a, for example, after lunch, there is a small birthday party, okay? So for that, manager won't send messages and all. What they will do is they will make a small sheet. Okay, in that they will write and they will what, pass to all the employees. So that is only memo kiya nahi. In memo also you don't get a quick feedback. Yeah, notice is one-way communication. Okay, that means no feedback at all. So memo cannot be taken. Fax also cannot be taken. Fax is like is fourth one. Okay, next one. Executing a plan, technical and economic cooperation. Okay, among those countries. Fine. Okay, executing a plan in a right manner. That means what? That means doing things right. Doing the things right. What do we say? Efficiency. Good. Okay. Efficiency. Balan, easy one, but they have tricked you. Okay. You know, doing things right is efficiency, but see the way they are asking. Okay. Next one. Question number 18. Making decision. Okay. Adapts. Adapts means, guys, based on the situation, you will use different types of leadership. Okay. What do we call that? Based on the types. Wait. Yeah, third one, situational. What is the difference between doing the things right? Doing the things right means effectiveness. That means you are doing the correct thing. You are achieving your goals. That is only effectiveness. Doing the right thing means, wait, doing things right means efficiency. Sorry, that means you are doing your activity in a proper way with minimum wastage. So here you have to explain what is efficiency. Then what is doing the right thing means? Doing the right thing means what? Effectiveness. That means you are concerned and you are working towards your goals and objective. So if they ask you to write the difference between doing the things right, you have to write the difference between efficiency and effectiveness. Okay. So guys, very good. Third one is the answer. That means based on the situation, you had to use different types of leadership style. Democratic, laissez-faire, autocratic. So for that, we say situational leadership. Based on the situation, you have to adapt a different leadership style. Okay. Next one, question number 90. Small, medium scale enterprises based on CBSL report of Sri Lanka on 2000 ME in Sri Lanka contribute more than 50% to the economy. Is it true or false? What do you all think? What do you all think? Guys, that is true. Okay, in Sri Lanka, it is said that almost 70 to 80% of the business is run by whom? SMEs, Sri Lankan economy. So more than 50% means obviously yes. So statement A is correct. Statement B. Contribution of MSME in Sri Lanka is comparatively high when compared to developed countries. What do you all think about that? No, guys, when you take countries like USA, okay, in USA, almost like 90% contribution comes from SME. 90%, guys. Okay, but in Sri Lanka, it's almost like 70 to 80%. But in USA is a developed country. So in that, even 90% belongs to SME means compared to Sri Lanka, it has a higher percentage. But here, the countries can have higher percentage. So statement B is wrong. So answer is only A is correct. Okay, only A is correct. Next one. Select the answer that correctly states the relationship between organizational structure and span of control. Okay. So guys, so they have given you two organizational structure, right? Tall and wide. Okay. So you know what is tall, right? So we'll take there are two subordinates, two assistant manager. Under two assistant manager, there is then next one we have is there is a manager under one subordinates. Okay. Make a Kiana, which is a tall structure. Is it the first one or is the second one? You know what is tall. Okay, in terms of length from top to bottom. Okay, fine. What about the second one? You can see in second one, it's not tall. We say it's a what? We say flat structure. Okay, we say flat. For this, we say it's a flat structure. Okay, so that's fine. Span of control CME, first one falls under what? Span of control means under one manager, how many subordinates are there? You can see here one manager, there is only two subordinates to control. So what type of control? Under one manager, there are only few people to control. But what about you have to control? For this, we say what? Very good. Wide span of control. You got the answer. If it is tall structure, it should be narrow. If it is flat structure, it should have wide span of control. So now find the answer. So tall, it should be narrow. Second one is the answer. Okay, fine. 21. Which service is not offered by online banking? In online banking, you can open an account, yes. You can pay bills, yes. You can check account balances, yes. But you can't withdraw cash. Withdraw cash means you should have cash in your hand. Through mobile phone, if you withdraw, will you get cash in your hand? No, for that you have to go for a bank or ATM only. So fourth one cannot be taken. You can't withdraw cash using what? Online banking. You can only transfer. Okay. Next one, question number 22. If a company's asset test ratio, okay, can we ratio? Can we say we say another word, quick ratio. Okay, quick ratio. So quick ratio, what's the formula to find quick ratio? What's the formula to find liquid assets, or else we say current liability? And they have given you the current over current liability. So they have given you two. Okay, say me what's the difference between a liquid asset and a current asset? What's the difference? We don't include two types of assets. What are the two assets? And we don't include prepayments. Okay. So that's the difference between liquid and current assets. Now the question saying asset test ratio is half liquid and 7 current assets. Okay. So you can see there's a big difference. The difference can be either inventory or prepayment. What's the answer you will take here? The difference between liquid asset and quick asset, you said, current asset, you said, so it should be inventory or prepaid. But here they have given both. Okay, if you are taking inventory, say me the reason why you are taking inventory. Why you are taking inventory? Any idea? Guys, make a chuttak logic. You have to think a lot. Okay, when you take inventory and when you take prepayment, in financial statement, okay, wait. In financial statement, which one has the large amount? When you take SOFP and all, Which one? Which inventory or prepayment? Which has the largest amount? Inventory, guys. Inventory plays a huge role in your what? Business. Stocks. You need stocks to run your business. And inventory closing stock count, you can see the amounts are drastically high. That's the first thing. That's the first evidence. And second evidence, you know what is liquidity order? Liquidity order means how fast under SOFP, what's the first asset you write? Under current assets, what's the first asset you write inventory. Why you write inventory? You know inventory has the lowest level of liquidity. It has the lowest level of liquidity. So why inventory is not included liquid asset? Liquid means you have to quickly convert into cash. So compared to prepayment, inventory has a big amount and also it has least liquid compared to prepayment. So with that, we can go with the fifth one as the answer. Okay, fifth one as the answer. Fine. Question number 23. So they're asking you to match. Okay, satisfaction. I'll say you the explanation. You say me the alphabet letter. Satisfaction means you compare your expectation with the product's performance. What's the letter you can take? Your expectation means, satisfaction means simply your expectation. So B, D, D. Sorry. Loyalty. Loyalty means you purchase the products again and again. For example, I become iPhone. iPhone, whatever the price, whatever the features they sell, people still keep on purchasing because they have loyalty. What just again and again. Value means, okay, value you will say whether my class is useful or not, valuable or not, based on my performance. Okay, based on my performance. What is that then? Value A. Okay. Can you say me for value we consider two things? What are the two things we consider for value? We see two things for value. Very good, Sumaya. One you said, what's the other one? No, not quality. We see the benefits and we see the cost. If you go for a class, cost is the fee you pay, benefits is the lecture you get. So you will say whether the product is valuable or not based on its benefit and the cost. Offerings. Offerings means some businesses, when they sell a product, they don't sell one product. They will say a group of product, a bundle of, for example, when you purchase a phone, you will see phone, main thing. Then you can see a cover sometimes. You can see earphones. Sometimes you can see a charger dock, okay, or a SIM tray, or a pinnacle. So that is called as offerings. Presenting a care means what? It's a need, emotional need. So that is C. So answer should be D, E, A, B, C. Answer is the fifth one. Okay, answer is the fifth one. Definition for product mix. Guys, product mix means product mix and offering seems the same. Okay, but product mix means you present a product with, you present different types of product. Okay, so that is only what we say product mix. Example, product mix. Listen carefully, Sumaya. Product mix means, for example, you are selling phones, you are selling, we say, computers. Okay, so this is only product mix. You are selling different types of product. Make it a product mix scale. Offerings can in one product, you include many features, including, I say, charger, earphone, cover, and that is only offerings. Offerings mean in a single product, you make additional stuff. Product mix means you sell different types of product. Okay, did you understand that, Sumaya? Product mix means different product. Offerings means in one product, you add some features. Okay, next one, 24th. From the above, what is, so they have given you the characteristics of both advertising and publicity. But the question is, they're asking only the characteristics of advertising. So what's the answer? They're asking only the characteristics of advertising. Okay. Others? Third, fourth, okay. Some are not answering also. Then think about us. Okay, guys. One-way communication. Guys, one-way means in advertising also one way. When they advertise a product in their TV, do you get any feedback? One way means there is no feedback. No feedback. Publicity becomes sponsorship. You are sponsoring a football tournament. Do you get any feedbacks? No. So one-way communication, okay, is common for both advertising and publicity. Common for both. So you can't take A. Non-personal. When you advertise, you don't have a target market. When you publish an advertisement in TV, you don't know who are the people who see that. So yes, that is advertising is non-personal. You don't target a person. Sponsorship also same, right? For example, if you are sponsoring cricket team, you don't know who are the people who are watching that match. So it's not personal, non-personal. That means you give for common people. So B also cannot be taken because it is there for both publicity and advertising. Now comes the difficult one, high cost. Okay. High cost, guys. Publicity and advertisement. For which do you think which will incur a high cost? Is it publicity or advertisement? Guys, advertisement, high cost, guys. Example, you take TV advertisement, for like 5 seconds, 10-second advertisement, they charge in lakhs. True. For example, I take TV there and all, or a TV there, or a bottom part, there you can see some advertisement. For that bottom line, they are charging around 1 lakh for that bottom line only. Okay, like 5 seconds clip. So advertisement, the cost is so high compared to publicity. So high cost is a common feature, unique feature of advertisement. So C can be taken. Next one, specific sponsor. Okay, if you want to advertise, can you say me some platforms you can use? If you want to advertise your product, say me some platforms. You can use, guys, television. You use what? Radio. Or else you use the newspaper. So advertise, you need a intermediary, right? You need a tool. Okay, you need television, radio. You need someone to go and advertise the product. But when you take publicity, sponsorship, for example, I'm gonna sponsor a cricket match, or else I'm gonna organize a cricket match. Who is doing that? Me. I don't need anyone. I'm the person who's going to organize that. So for advertisement, you need a party. You need an intermediary. But for sponsorship, for publicity, you don't need any intermediary. Okay. So we can take what? That's a common unique characteristics of advertisement, specific sponsor. Mass audience. What do you all think? Mass audience is a characteristics of what? Advertising or publicity. Magazines. Okay. Guys, careful. It's a characteristics of both. It's a characteristics of both. In sponsorship also, you target the full, for example, cricket team make a sponsor karna the whole world will see, right? Mass audience. Advertisement also, mass audience. So both has the characteristics, so we can't take. And what's the last option we left out with? Controllable. Yes. Advertisement you can control. That means if I'm advertising in a TV, I can say what's the timing, what's the type of content, okay, and what's the cost, what's the range of the amount I had to pay. So all these three I can have a control. But publicity, PR, publicity means what? The good name, okay, the name of your company, name of your company, can you control that? No, you can't. For example, name of the company is getting bad, can you go and control that? You can't control people's mouth, right? So controllabilities, they are only for advertisement, but publicity you can't control. So CDF answer is the fourth one. Okay, guys, did you understand that? Okay, good, fine. Next one, question number 25. Select the correct statement relating to important gearing ratio. You have studied gearing ratio. What's the most important ratio you studied? Very good, Asga. Equity over debt. For gearing ratio, we say another word also. Yeah, debt to equity. We say another way. Yeah, it's debt to equity. I'm sorry. Debt to equity. We say another word for gearing ratio. Anyone? Very good. We also say leverage ratio. Okay, leverage ratio. Guys, careful. The main purpose of this ratio is to see how much of equity you have to cover your debt. Debt means that you have to pay external. Equity means owner's money. So gearing ratio, leverage ratio is used to compare whether you can settle your debt, long-term loans. Careful, long-term loans, or else we say solvency, whether you can, settle your liabilities. So the answer is what? The first one. Okay. And same in second one. To measure the operational efficiency, what's the ratio you use? To measure the operational efficiency, what's the ratio we use? No. We use a ratio called, studied something called net profit ratio, gross profit ratio. To measure the operational efficiency, we use operational means what, guys? Simply to find your profit. Operational efficiency means your profit. So to find the profit, we use the net profit or gross profit ratio. We can say profitability ratio. And now careful. When you take solvency, there are two types of solvency. Solvency means liability, and you have long-term solvency, which is non-current liability. Now say me, to find the short-term solvency, what's the ratio we use? Short-term expense? No, you can't. Wait. What's the ratio we use? We use the liquidity ratio, right? Okay. To find the long-term solvency, you are not, equity ratio. Make sure take note. Short-term solvency, we use the liquidity ratio. For long-term solvency, we use the leverage ratio. But here they have used the common term solvency, right? So either you have to go with the liquidity ratio or else leverage ratio. Since the question is asking leverage ratio, we have to go with the first one. Okay. Someone asked third one. Ability to cover short-term expenses. Guys, we can study any ratio connected to expenses. Can you say me any ratio which is connected to expenses? Yeah, Asva. No, we didn't study anything like that. Short-term expenses, to find that we did interest cover. Interest cover is for interest, right? Interest expense. Short-term expenses mean it includes all the expenses, right? Interest cover is used only for the interest expense, right? So we can't take what? We can't take this one, third one. Because short-term expenses to cover, we don't take any ratios. We didn't find any ratio like that, right? And ability to recognize financial risk, we don't use a ratio. And for the last one, what's the ratio we use? To predict the earnings per share, what's the ratio we use? Very good. Investment ratio. Investment ratio. Under investment ratio, you have a ratio called EPS, earnings per share. Okay. So simply for gearing ratio, it is used to find third one. Did you understand that? I don't know who asked that. Shahzadi. Understood. Third one, short-term expense. You don't have a ratio at all to find your expenses. Okay. Fine. Question number 26. From the following intermediaries, the party that involves in the process of transaction with the ownership of the product. Usually short, careful, Azfa, Mega Hanna. Okay, I'll make it precise. If you take solvency kyani, whether you can settle your liability. So you know, right, there are two types of liability. One is short term. Short term means simply your current liability. So to find current liability, whether you can settle your current liability, we use what ratio? Liquidity ratio. Okay, we use the liquidity ratio. Fine. And there is another type of liability. We say long-term liability. Non-current kela, or else we say debt. Okay. For this to measure whether you can settle your long-term liability, for this we use the GRE or else we use the leverage ratio. Is that clear? Asfa? Okay, good. So guys, they're asking, this is an intermediary, but special thing is this intermediary has the ownership of the product. Okay. Can you say me which intermediary has the ownership of the product? Guys, careful. Only the wholesaler. Only wholesaler will have the ownership of the product. Okay. Can you say me another intermediary who has ownership? Very good, guys. When you take wholesaler and retailer, both the fellows are intermediaries. But the unique thing is both of them have ownership of the product. For example, I am wholesaler. So if I want to sell it, I first of all I have to purchase from a person. If I purchase, I give money and purchase. So that goods belongs to me. So wholesaler, I have the ownership. Now I'm going to give to a retailer. So when retailer, for example, you are the retailer. So when you're purchasing from me, you give the money, I give the goods. So you paid and took. So you have the ownership. So wholesaler and retailer, they have the ownership of the product. But agents, none of the agents has the ownership. The agent means what, guys? Just you act as a puppet. So they won't have the ownership at all. Now say me, commission agent. Commission agent will sell goods based on what? Auctioneer also not ownership, Raksha. No. Commission fee. Okay. Apart from that, based on what he will sell the goods, commission agent. Based on his, very good, Damra. Okay, that's my perfect answer. So commission agent will sell the good based on personal desire. Personal desire. Okay. For example, I'm saying that this is my agent's good. I'm gonna sell Kela. I will say for the customer itself, this is my principal's good Kela. I will say for the what? The customer openly. Okay. So when you take factory agent will sell the good based on what? Factory agent will sell the good based on careful. Very good. Personal name. Personal name. He will sell based on personal name. Fact agent different is what he will do is he will say, these my goods. But he is not a real owner. He will say, me okkama mage goods. He will use his personal name. So you can purchase. But that's not his goods at all. He took from a principal, but when he's selling, he's saying that this is my goods Kela. He is using his name. That is only fact agent. But commission agent won't say the name. He will say the truth. He will say, these are not my goods. This is my principal's good. I am just acting as an agent. But even factory agent or commission agent, both of them, they didn't have the ownership at all. Okay. Auctioneer, auctioneer is the person who sells the goods based on our bidding, pricing. He also won't have the ownership. For example, there's a student in our class. So that person want to sell his painting. So as an auctioneer, I will go to the public and I'll say there's a painting of this student. Painting of this student. So I don't have the ownership. Still the ownership is with what? The student. Broker also same name, guys. Broker means simply connecting the buyer and seller. So if you're connecting buyer and seller, there is nothing with the ownership. Example, you want to sell your house. Okay, you want to sell your house, you will find a broker. So will you give the ownership of your house to the broker? No, you will just make him as a what? Agent. So remember, agents, they don't have the ownership. Okay, good. Okay, next one. Question number 27. The following table shows some selection tests of employees and their purposes. Okay, I'll give the explanation. You see me the alphabet letter. Physical ability. This test is done to measure whether that employee has the strength to do the work. Okay, whether that employee has the physical fitness to do the work. What's the answer? What's the letter we can take? Okay, we can take C. Good. Next one, IQ, intelligent test. IQ is done whether to see that whether this employee can face challenges successfully, whether they can use their brain, intelligence. Very good. B. Personality. Here, this test is done to see whether this person can control his emotion during any stress period and all. Okay, good. A. Background test. This is done to ensure that means you got a CV in that they have mentioned the academic professional records are true or not. For that, we do a background test. Very good. That is E. Practical test means whether this employee can perform a task. That is only practical. So easy one. So it should be CBAED, right? So answer is the second one. Okay, next one. Question number 28. Employee development focuses on what? Guys, simple. Employee development focuses on the top management and they always think about the future performance. Aptitude. Okay, aptitude kya ne? Listen, Sumaya. Aptitude means once you recruit that employee, whether that employee has the capacity to learn new stuff. That is only aptitude kya ne? Whether that employee has the capacity to learn new stuff. Okay. So the terms you use are short name. We can use the what are the terms here? What's the term you're saying? Okay. So guys, employee development focuses on future. Okay, same. What's the answer? First one, provide right knowledge and skills to perform a job. No. Development don't talks about performing a job. It always talks about the future development of the employee. Okay. Reducing the skill gap of present job. No. Anything connected to present you can't take. Third one, promoting a learning culture in an organization. Yeah, we can use that as well. Okay. And third one also no, facilitate. And last one, nurturing to take responsibility in the future. Yes, that's correct. That means you are giving a development so that in the future, this person can be a manager, a CEO. So you are preparing for the future. So the answer is the fifth one. Answer is the fifth one. Okay. 29th, easy one. Quickly say me the answer. 29th. What's the answer you can take? Where you can take information about the overall credit. For example, guys, when you go for a bank and all, when you get a loan, they will ask your name, NIC number. They will have a system. They will quickly type your name and NIC number. All your records will be, all the records of your loans. For example, if you take any loans, if you have taken any credit, everything will be recorded in an organization. CRIB, Credit Information Bureau. So wherever, whatever the banks you go and obtain a loan, they will check your loan, your past credit status. How about your past records? Okay. If you have a good record, you are red light. Based on that only, banks will give a loan. Okay. So that is fourth one, Credit Information Bureau of Sri Lanka. Okay. Fine. Next one, last MCQ. The following table shows some information system and application relating to them. We'll take easy ones first. Okay. Executive support. I always go with executive because executive talks about future mostly. So say me executive support system, thinking about the future of the business. So what we can take? Very good. Business forecasting. We can take D. Next one, we'll take an easy one. Okay, office automation. Office automation always thinks about making things easier, connected to new stuff, technology. Okay, what do we take? E. Okay, email. So what's the objective of? What is the purpose of? What did you ask? Export Credit Insurance Corporation. I mean, SLIC, right? SLIC goes like we say. Okay, so what they do is they facilitate export and also they facilitate exports in a manner. The main thing is they provide insurance service. Okay, when you do exports and all, you need an insurance name. So this organization will facilitate that. Okay, so that is E. Yeah, we can take office automation is E. Now, transaction processing. Yesterday night only I explained. Transaction processing means day-to-day activity. Okay, updating day-to-day information. So what's the answer we can take? Managing inventory, day-to-day activities, right? So transaction processing is C. Okay, knowledge work system means, guys, knowledge work system, they give information about the company's performance and also they say what are the things that should be done for future performance. So take it up with business modeling. Business modeling means they provide the information of company's performance and also they say how you can improve that. So that is only knowledge work system. So we can take A. Management information system. The word itself says managing. So there is a word called customer. Guys, careful. Under CRM, what managers do is it's like this. When you have customers, there can be many customers. Out of that, there can be some customers who are very much close to the business name. So that person will be handled by the managers because they are the customers who always purchase goods and services, loyal customers. Those people will be monitored by managers. Okay, so that falls under management information system. So answer is CEABD. Answer is the second. Up to this, okay, clear? Clear, right? Good. What about others? Everyone? Please reply. Okay, good. Perfect. We'll move on to the fill in the blanks. Try 2018. Oh, that's fine. Next one. So they're asking you fill in the blanks. Fine. Sustainable development. Guys, every it is repeated, guys. I don't know why. Last year from 2019 onwards, it's repeating again and again. Either in MCQ or fill in the blanks. So please make sure you study these up. You can see every it's repeated. Okay, sustainable development focus on three things. They have given social. You can take economic, and what's the other thing which focuses? Sustainable development. Okay, it focuses on environment. Yeah, your paper will be pretty hard. Okay, if it is hard only, we can take good results. If there is competition only, you can show your colors. So an easy paper, you can show your colors, right? Okay, fine. And institution obeying. Okay, don't worry. Your paper hard or easy, you can see on Monday. Monday morning, you'll get a paper, right? Based on that, give a comment whether it is hard or easy. Fine. Okay, next one. An institution obeying to rules and regulation of a country refers to blank responsibility. That means what? You are following all the rules and regulation. If you are following all the rules and regulation, what's that responsibility we call? That is called as legal responsibility. Take it up again, our legal. Following all the rules and regulation. Next one. Whereas taking actions towards the best interest of the community. Okay, you are doing something towards the society. For that, we say what? We say social responsibility. No, I'm not making scared. I'm saying the real truth. For us, part two was very easy for you all because you know, right? ICT got accounting got most of the time they're testing theory. So if they test theory, okay, fine. But in business studies, if they want to make a change, business studies is mostly theory. Even if they want to ask calculation, you don't have much calculation. So in business studies, if they want to make a new stuff piece, they can ask you some general stuffs where you have to think and write. Okay, just joking. They won't take, change the standards and all. We have studied only social responsibility. Yeah, yeah, that's what, guys. You know, I fill in the blanks. There are some questions where you had to write the answer where you didn't study at all. Okay, so we can't blame the syllabus. We have to blame the examiners only. Okay, fine. Yeah, only in finance part, out of 18 chapter and the finance management only you have calculation. Can they make a paper fully finance management? No, right? Okay, next one. The statutory blank requirement is the proportion of deposit liabilities. To be honest, guys, for our batch, fill in the blanks was a bit tricky. Okay. Statutory what? SRR. Statutory, very good. Reserve. Okay, we say statutory reserve. Okay, reserve requirement is the proportion of deposit liability that licensed commercial bank should maintain as blank. What? Should maintain as a what deposit? They will maintain as a cash deposit. They will maintain as a cash deposit. But guys, what do you think? Fill in the blanks easy, 2023. Not minimum, it should be cash deposit. Easy, sir. You know why it is easy? Because you have already attempted the paper and you have already, some of your teachers would have explained also. Because of that reason, it's easy. Okay. When you get this paper first time only, you will understand. Monday, you will have a paper. Okay. You do the paper on Monday. 25 batch will say 24 part easy. Okay. I was overconfident. Fine, guys. Sri Lanka government legislation sets out the blank policy. Okay. Government does what's the policy government does. Okay, what policy is handled by the government? Fiscal policy. Okay, fiscal policy talks about what's the main thing fiscal policy talks about? Okay, they talk about what? Budget, government's revenue and expenses. Okay, central bank. What about central bank? Central bank, what's the policy? They are in charge of monetary policy. They are in charge of monetary policy. Fine. Next one. Sorry. Monetary policy. Next one, guys. The overarching aspiration of a business is reflected through simply Main objective, the main goal of a business is reflected through which statement? We say vision statement. Okay, and the reason for business existence, that means how to run a business, how the business should function. ඒකට අපි කියනවා vision. Guys, මේකේ චුට්ටක් ඔයා මේ you have to use your brain. So if first blank is vision, second blank is something like a duo of that. It should have a relationship with two. So vision means second one can be what? Mission statement, because both of them are aligning to each other. Next one, checking the machines of a manufacturing firm. Okay, before use. Okay, guys, when you take control, there are three types of control. Okay, I'll show through this. Okay, so there are three types of control. So then you have the solution. Okay, so what's the type of control where solution for that? What do we say that type of control? Firstly, problem will occur, then you will give a solution. Very good. ඒකට අපි කියනවා feedback control. Problem will happen, then you will go and give a solution. Next problem will occur. Before the problem occurs itself, you will give a solution. Make it up feed forward. Feed forward. The concurrent. Concurrent means both happens at the same time. Problem is also happening. At the same time, we are giving a solution also. Okay. So here they are giving you some examples. Okay. The first example is checking the machineries of a manufacturing firm before use. Okay. What do you call that? We say feed forward. Okay. We say feed forward. Before use. So that is feed forward. Next one. Quality control. Quality control is what? In a manufacturing process. Process means it is happening now. Okay, we say what? We say concurrent control. Manufacturing process. Process means something which is happening currently. So it is concurrent control. Okay, next one. Facial expression is an example for blank communication, and face-to-face dialogue is an example for blank communication. What do you all think? First one. I thought someone would say symbol. Guys, don't write symbol. I'll say why. You know, right? Second one is verbal. For sure, you know, second one is verbal. What did I say? Both of the black, make sure that they have a connection. So here, first one, you have two options. Either you can write signs and symbol, or else you can write non-verbal. I will choose non-verbal. Why? Because you know the second blank is verbal, right? So they are asking a relationship. They are asking the blanks, it should have a relationship. So better to go with non-verbal than signs and symbols. For the student who said signs and symbols, did you get that? If second blank is verbal, first one better to go with non-verbal. Facial expression, man. Okay, for example, sir, I will ask you, students, did you understand? So you will shake your head. Yes, sir. No, sir. That is only facial expression. Okay, next one. Intranets are primarily designed for an institutions. What? That means only institutions people can access it. For internal. Very good. For internal communication. Only the people who are within the organization can use it. Whereas extranets are designed to extend network access to specific. You can see opposite. First one is internal means, second one should be what? External. That's what I said. Make sure the blanks have a relationship. Okay, can you say me under extranet, who are the two external parties whom you will give the access to? No. Very good, Astra. The two main parties we give access is, first one is we give to customers. Not all the customers, to our main customers. And second one is who? Second one is, very good, Rumeza. We say the suppliers, not all the suppliers, our main suppliers. These two people only we give the access. Okay, that's what it is called as external, not for everyone. Customers and suppliers mostly. Next one, ABC analysis is used for what management? We use ABC analysis for stock management, or else we can say inventory management, to control your stocks. Whereas blank analysis is used to determine, okay, total cost is equal to total revenue. What do we call that? We say BEP. Don't just write BEP. Make sure you write the full term of break even point analysis. Okay, write the full term. Don't write in short. Next one, product concept is oriented towards blank, whereas blank concept is oriented towards customer. We'll take the second blank first. Towards customer. Which marketing concept concerns about customers? Careful, guys. Marketing. Some students said customer concept. Careful. Okay, if they are talking about individual customer only, you go with customer concept. Okay, here they are just generally talking about customer, right? So you have to go with marketing concept. Now say me, what's the answer you will give for the first blank? Don't write stock level management, because already the word management is there, right? So write only stock. Okay, what do you all think? For those who are selling sellers, they would have seen the past paper. I mean, past paper practice. Guys, careful. Product concept. First of all, say me. Product concept concerns about what? What's their main focus? What's their main focus? Their main focus is on quality. So if you write quality here, you will be wrong. Here you have to write seller, okay, or else producer. Better to go with the word seller. Guys, careful. Production, product. Okay, so we'll write first one is production name, production, then product, then selling. These three concepts only think about the business. Seller, seller, seller. We had to sell the product. Okay, but from marketing, it completely changed. So when you take marketing and customer concept, they change to what? Customers. We have to think about the customer. So production, product selling, their focus is on sellers. But marketing and customer, they are focusing on what? Customers. So here the correct answer is seller. You can see there's a relationship. If the second word is customer, you know the first word should be a aligning of that. So you can't write quality there. You have to go with what? Seller. Because they are asking you a party, a stakeholder. They are not asking you the feature. Okay, so the first blank should be seller. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? Okay. So I also thought quality, but you can see both the blank should have a relationship. So second one they are saying customer, then first blank should be a stakeholder. So you have to go with sellers. Okay. Fine. Next one. The place where individuals purchase goods for their personal use, simply for your final consumption. What do we call? Very good. මේකට අපි කියනවා consumer market. Not retail market, we say consumer market. The place where B2B, that means business to business occurs in what? We say industrial market. Industrial market is the place where business and business interact. Okay. Industrial. Fine. Next one, question number B. An exclusive right granted to novel inventors to manufacture, use, sell an invention. Okay. For any new invention, innovation, we say patent. Patent. Now careful. Whereas a blank is a unique symbol or word that denotes a specific product. What do we call that? That is a what? Brand. Some students said trademark. Some students said logo. Another student said symbol. Guys, logo, symbol, anything we say, it's a brand. What is a brand? Brand is the name, symbol, logo, which is used to differentiate your product with competitors' product. So here, the word they have given in your exam is brand. Why can't we write trademark, guys? Trademark will happen only when you go and register. If you register your logo or symbol, then only it is called as trademark. Okay, here you have to go with brand. Okay, go with brand. Fine. Not logo, brand. Okay, next one. The route map of a business is represented through a blank plan. Okay, route map is presented through a business plan. Okay, business plan and its essence, guys. Essence can the central part, the core part of a plan is called as what? Core part of a plan. We say executive summary. If the word executive there, you should know what it should be. Executive summary. Next one, a manager's ability to communicate, teamwork, and lead denote what skills? Working with others, very good. We say interpersonal or else we say human skills. While the ability to use, okay, how to do a task, what do we call that skill? We say, very good, perfect guys. Take it up technical skills. Technical skills. Okay, good. Next one, 38. The probability of an ordinary shareholder losing money. You invest in a business, sometimes the money can be lost. What do we call that? Make it up risk. For this, we say the word risk. Okay, good. Next one, the profit allocated for the shareholder, what do we say? We say dividend. Good, simple one. We say that's dividend. Next one, conversion of two companies into single entity. That means two businesses are getting one. Mergers. Okay, like Hero, Honda, Maruti Suzuki, those are mergers. One company is purchasing another business. Acquisition. Okay, what do we say? Acquisition. Can you say me some examples for acquisition? Where one business is bought by another business. Recently, Honda and Nissan. Yes. So that comes under merger, right? Meta. Good. Can't we say don't write amalgamation? Because amalgamation, sometimes even business combination is called as amalgamation. Because amalgamation is not a part of your syllabus word. So better to go with merger or acquisition. Okay. Under acquisition, we can have horizontal, we can have vertical, we can have conglomerate, anything. Okay, and the mergers also we can take anything, vertical, horizontal, or anything. Is that clear, Abdullah? Okay, fine. Next one, outsourcing of e-commerce services by a company is called as black party logistics. That means your business is done by another person. Okay. If a rubber plantation buys a rubber slipper factory, careful. If a rubber plantation buys a rubber slipper factory, you know that is vertical because all of them are in the same supply chain. Rubber plantation is buying a rubber slipper means rubber plantation ekata front එකේ තමයි තියෙනවා rubber slipper. So that is forward integration. Forward integration, it can be a merger or else it can be an acquisition also. Either you can go and purchase that or else you can go and combine with that. Okay, so that can happen as a merger or acquisition, but it is vertical. Is it clear for the student who asked? Who asked that? Okay, guys. So this is called as third party logistic. Simply you are handing over your activity to another business. Okay. What is forward? Forward means you are that yesterday I explained, right? Forward can mean you are getting combined with a business who is in front of your supply chain. Front means who is next to your supply chain. For example, when you take glove manufacturer, yesterday's example, plantation Tianava. After plantation, you have the manufacturer. After manufacturer, you have the seller, right? So if manufacturer goes and combines with the seller, that one called as forward because manufacturer, after manufacturer, who is there? Seller, right? So that is forward. If manufacturer goes and combine with the plantation who is behind of them, that is called as backward. Clear, Abdullah? Okay. Whereas returning goods from a customer back to a seller. Okay, you sell the goods and then you take the goods back. What do we call that? We say very good. Reverse logistics. Reverse logistics. Fine. Okay. Next one. In a cash flow statement, purchasing non-current asset is an example for what? In 2019 also it was repeated. What do we say that? We say these are investing activity. These are called as investing activity. And while issuing ordinary share is an example for very good financing activity. Financing activity. What do you call? 3 V's. Make it up again our big data. Big data kya data of data. Example may Facebook okkama gattොත් internet and all big data. They have a lot of data. And navigation system that provides business location. What do you call? We say GPS. GPS stands for global positioning system. Okay. This talks about the location of your business tracking. Okay. Arranging workstation according to the sequence of production. That means from start till end. You have a proper flow. Take it, we can use another word sequence, linear. Linear flow of production. What do we call? We say product layout. Okay, can you say me an example for product layout where everything happens in a linear way, start to end? What's the best example? Automobiles. Okay, automobiles, car manufacturers. Okay, next one. Whereas workstations not arranged, no. Garments you can't take action. Garments won't come under product layout. It will come under cellular layout. Okay. Next one. Workstations not arranged according to a sequence. There is no proper pattern. So what do we call that? We say process layer. Okay, we say what process layout. So there is no, there is no proper method. Linear flow is not there. Start to end is not there. For example, if you go for example, hospital, you will go and sit in the lobby, you will go for the pharmacy, you will consult the doctor. So there is no any proper sequence, right? There is no proper order. Every departments are separately allocated. But in product layout, everything is what? Properly allocated. So process layout is the correct answer. Okay, yeah, furniture. Can take that also. Next one. 41. Okay, guys, up to this, okay, clear? Up to this, okay, the clear is? So what's the difference between cellular layout and product layout? You start from one place, okay, you start from one and you end in another one. Okay, everything happens. There is only one department. Everything happens in one department, done and dusted. That is only product layout. Cellular layout means in a company, in a factory, you have different departments. You have what different departments. Example, garments. Before garments, you have cutting department. Assembly means you have different departments. Okay, we say, and in different departments, you have different types of machine. For example, if you take assembly department, in assembly department, you have machines connected to assembly. Also, you have employees connected to assembly. When you take packing department, in packing department, there is a different set of machines for packing employees. So cellular layout means make a cell scaler. In different cells. Cells means in easy what we say departments. There are different departments. In each department, they do special type of activity. So that is only called as cellular layout. But in product layout, we have only one department. Okay. Soft drinks, yeah. Example for product layout. Is fixed position layout wrong for the second? Yes. Fixed layout is what? Fixed position layout means simply one example. What's the only example you have in your syllabus for fixed position layout? Is that clear for the student who has product and cellular layout example? Construction. Fixed position means you take your production, you take all your business activity to a place. Construction. You can't build a house at your company and go and fit on, right? You have to go for that place and only you have to construct. So that is only fixed position. Okay. Yeah, making aeroplanes. That is also correct. Yeah, taking number 41. Right for special characteristics of social entrepreneurship. Guys, simple. First of all, say me, what's the main characteristics of an entrepreneur? What's the main characteristics of an entrepreneur? Yes, willingness to take risk, innovations. Okay, so I'll write that first, innovations. Okay, then you can write creativity. And since now I wrote innovation and creativity, you can write determination, willingness to take risk. Everything is correct, but don't write those first. Why they are asking you specially on social entrepreneurship? So think about a social entrepreneur character. So write those characters. We can say empathy. Empathy means thinking about the society. Another one you can write is very good. Social awareness. So even if you write willingness to take risk, okay, and self confidence, those are correct. But since they're asking social, make sure you write something connected to adaptability, also correct. Connected to society also. Okay. Next one, state four methods to enter into international market. Environmental concern, correct. Okay, first one you can write imports and exports. Don't write import. I think this is the question I went wrong in my exam. So I wrote import, export, re-export, entry port. So that's not the answer, right? So import and exports, simply how you can enter the international market. Another one is through franchising. Example, you can take KFC, it is functioning in Sri Lanka. So international business is functioning in Sri Lanka, right? Another one you can take is mergers. If you go and purchase or if you go and combine with a foreign business, so that's also a combination. You are entering the international market. Another one you can take is, yes, joint ventures. Okay, you can take is joint ventures. You can take licensing also, joint ventures, and that is something called turnkey projects. Okay, we say turnkey projects. Any idea what is the FD? I forgot that. That's the main thing, right? Foreign direct investment. What is turnkey project? Any idea? Offshore company. Yes, correct, correct. Turnkey projects. Any idea on that? Guys, turnkey projects here, construction. Turnkey means what? Construction projects. For example, Sri Lankan has got a contract to make a building or anything in India. That is only turnkey here. Turnkey means construction. So you have to go for India and you have to make, right, not monkey man. So it's turnkey. Some say turkey project. No, it's turnkey means construction. So that is also coming under what? International market. Next one. State main factor. Guys, for the third time, we did only 5 past paper. 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23. Out of these 5 past paper, this question is being repeated for the third time. Okay, so what are the factors? FFCG, focus, okay, focus, financial resources, then customer or consumer, then last one is the goals. Okay, last one is the goals. Third time they ask it. Okay, next one. Write 4 levels of a product based on Philip Kotler. Okay, what's the abbreviation we studied yesterday? What's the levels of product? Not Finji. CD. Okay, so you know we took example yesterday. What's the example I took yesterday for product level? To explain product level, what's the example I took? Pen, right? So co-product. Then you have generic product. Okay, then you have expected product. Then you have augmented product. Then finally, what's the last product you have? P stands for potential product. Okay, good. Potential product. Okay. So state for benefits of economy. What are the 2 costs you minimize? What are the 2 costs you minimize? You minimize the ordering and holding cost. So you can write that. Minimizes. So you can write as separate also. Minimizes ordering cost. Then again you can repeat. Minimizes holding cost, or else we can say holding cost taken, we can say storage cost. Okay, minimizes storage cost. Okay, and also what will happen, guys? Economic order country, very good, Asta. You can minimize, you can reduce what? Stock wastage, because you are ordering based on the demand, right? So you know what's the demand and you have the stock. So you can easily fulfill the demand. So there won't be any stock wastages. Okay. And very good. We can write increase efficiency. You don't have access, so you know what should be done and all those stuff. Increases efficiency, and we can maintain optimum level. Okay, can you say me another word for optimum? Optimum level of stock. Optimum level of stock, we can say precise, or else we can say best, not maximum. Careful, not maximum. You can't write maximum. Optimum means best level of stocks. Okay, so those are the advantages of EOQ. Increased productivity is correct. Next one. So ISOs, quickly say me quality management. ISO, what? Quality management, ISO 9001. Environment, ISO 14,001. Food safety, ISO 22,000. And occupational and health safety, ISO 45,000. Okay, what's the previous standard you had? What's the previous standard you had for occupational health and safety? You had a standard called OHSAS 18,000. Okay, now it's no more at practice. Now we use ISO 45,001. So all three we found the correct answer. Third one or fourth one only everyone confused. What's the correct answer, Kayla? Okay, because there's a new thing we learned. Fine, yeah, changed. Okay, next one. State for benefits you gain by investing in ordinary share. Okay, what's the first advantage you gain as a return? As a return, what you get? You get dividends. Okay, dividends. And another one you can take, you get the ownership of the company, and you get also the what rights? You get the voting rights. And very good. You get something called bonus and right issue. Okay, bonus issue and right issue. Okay, you can be a director, and also you can participate in management decisions. Okay, good. So those are the answers. Okay. No, 19,001. There is no standard called 90,001. It should be 9,001 here. Okay. So document, quickly say me. Certify imported fresh foods are free from pest. That means there is no any harmful things from that good. We say sanitary, or else we say health certificate. Okay. Next one, a bank guarantee. Okay, it's a payment tool. What do we say? A bank guarantee. We say letter of credit. What's the other instrument we studied yesterday? Another instrument, writing a check. Very good. Bank draft. Yesterday we studied an instrument called bank draft. It's now today guarantee. Why guarantee? Because the word guarantee. If the word guarantee is there, you have to go with letter of credit. Okay. Next one, preliminary. Preliminary means before shipping, you will send a sample invoice. Careful. You will send a sample invoice. Okay. There are two types of invoices. First one is we say consular, or else we say pro forma invoice. Guys, this invoice is issued before shipping. Okay. Before shipping, you will give we say like a sample. Estimated prices only you will say. Once shipping is done, you will send an invoice. What do we call that? What's the last invoice we send? We say commercial invoice. Commercial invoice. We send that after shipping. Okay, so that's the final invoice. That will say the final price of the product. So there are two types of invoices. Okay, here what's the invoice they are saying? Preliminary. Preliminary means before shipping. So you can either write pro forma, or else you can go with consular invoice. Okay, pro forma or consular invoice. Fine. Okay. Certify the country in which an exported commodity is manufactured. So you're saying made in Sri Lanka. Letter, or else we say certificate of origin. Okay, certificate of origin. Good. Next one. 49. So they are giving you some hardware, software components. Okay, say me optical mouse. Optical mouse is a hardware. Okay, hardware where you can touch and tangible items. Software engineer, a person. A person comes under liveware. MS Office, it comes under software. Microchip, which is already embedded in our hardware, we say firmware. Say firmware. Okay. Last question. Question number 50. I said usually this time they are testing you what diagrams and all. So last year they tested with HR diagram. Okay. So we'll go in the order. After identifying the vacancy, after identifying the next thing is you will do an analysis. Okay, what's the job? What are the features of the job? So job analysis kela. In job analysis, there are two things. One is job description. Next one is what? Job description is talking about the job. Next one is job specification, which talks about the person who's gonna perform the job. Okay, job specification. After that, what will happen? Okay, you know what are the job roles and everything. Now you start to advertise. We need a vacancy for this position. After advertising, what you will do? You will get some CVs, right? You will get some CVs. So we will shortlist it. Shortlisting, or else we can say evaluation, evaluation, evaluation of application. That means you will go and evaluate all the CVs. Okay, you will go and evaluate what all the CVs. After that, you will call a person for interview and select. And finally, what you will do? Finally, you will go and not recruiting. You will go and hire that person, or else you will go and appoint that person. Appoint. Okay, hire, not induction. Don't write induction. You will hire or appointment. Okay, both are the same. Hiring and appointment both are the same. Huh? Okay, guys, that's all. Okay, clear, understood. Recruiting cannot be taken here because this is how they have gone. Because our interview, they are interview and selection. So interview and selection is done before recruiting me. So after advertising a vacancy, what will happen is the first thing is you will get applications, right? So when you get application and also make a balance or a middle circle like a balance, employee attraction and selection. Employee attraction and selection. They are not talking about recruitment process here. They're asking you attraction and selection process. So you know in selection process, first thing is about evaluating your CVs. So that's the reason in sixth one you write CV, evaluation of application, because they're not talking anything about recruitment. Okay. Yeah, can be tested before between. Okay, the difference between recruiting and hiring. Recruiting and it's like this. I'm saying there's a vacancy for this job. So if I say like that, many people will apply, right? Recruiting means calling people for that job. Okay, calling the people. Hiring means out of that people, what I will do is I will select one person name. That is only selection. After selecting, I will officially say that you are my employee. That is only hiring. Recruiting means calling people. Hiring means selecting one and giving to the company. That is only hiring. Is that clear, Aksha? Yeah, FWC paper, good. You can try this. Okay, guys. Okay, thank you, Aspa. Okay, 48, 3 indent. Indent. No, you can't take indent, Mariam. Indent means you give the purchase order, right? Indent cannot be taken. Okay, fine, guys. Thank you. If any doubts, just drop a message to my number. Generic competition means the competition for, yeah, 6:30. Wait. Kaude Hue, I'm not right. What did you ask? Generic competition means the competition for your income. I am saying, I'll ask a question for you. I am giving you 100,000. Okay. I am giving you 100,000. What you will do with that 100,000? Imna, after exams finish, what you will do with that 100,000? Go for a trip, or else do both with that 100,000 on a trip. Okay, phone. You have to sacrifice trip name. That means for that 100,000, there is a competition. Either phone or else a trip. So both are competing for your limited income. That is only generic competition can. Is that clear now? Competition for your income. Okay, good. Fine. Okay, guys, then I God bless you all. Do the exam well. Don't worry, exam would be easy. Okay, they can't make it so hard and all. Same paper. You know, right, how accounting and ICT part and all was easy. So business studies also won't be so much hard. It will be also same. Okay, many students get through the exam. Don't try to pass it. Try to take an A for business studies. Okay, so easy. Do more and more paper and be confident. Almost we are done. Tomorrow Sunday, day after tomorrow you have exam. So we are done with 5-year paper discussion, and plus you would also have done some papers and all. So almost you have taken more time for business studies. Also you would have studied before exam starts also. Now also you are starting studying. Okay. So almost you are perfect with business studies. Sometimes you will start to forget. Don't worry, that will happen mutually. When you write the exams, everything will be okay. Okay. So do the paper properly, read all the question, be smart, use the techniques we studied for MCQ like elimination, selection, for fill in the blanks and all. Don't start with fill in the blanks, start with MCQs first, go in the order. Okay, don't think about timing is not a big issue. Okay, answers are there in the question itself. Okay, don't worry, you have to just go and find the answer, that's all. Okay, short answers are much easy to write. Fill in the blanks also not that much hard. Okay, those are tested from your syllabus only. And also, don't worry, many students get fear with what fill in the blanks. Guys, I'll be filling the blanks. I'll just take here. Okay, make a balance. Fill in the blanks. Okay, Okay. In 40th question, how many blanks you have? How many blanks are there? Yeah, that's a seminar for 2025. I mean, about grade 12 important parts. I'll be highlighting that. So, grade 12, right? You also can join if possible. Okay. So, how many blanks? There are four blanks, right? So, for all these blanks, you're going to get only 0.25 marks. For one blank, you're going to get only 0.25 marks, even not a one mark. But for an MCQ, for one question, you get one solid marks. So, give more focus on MCQ. Okay, fill in the blanks. Okay, fine. Even if you don't know like five or six, it's okay. 5 or 6 means it will cost you like 2 or 3 marks. But in MCQ, if you don't know 5 or 6, sorry.com, solid 5 or 6 marks is gone. So take like this, fill in the blanks. For one blank, they are going to allocate only 0.25 marks. So the risk you effort, I mean, the risk you exert should be more to MCQ than fill in the blanks. Okay. So think in that manner and go ahead. Okay. So yeah, we'll share the link to the group. So if you have registered, it will be shared to the group, WhatsApp group. Okay. So guys, that's all. All the best. God bless you all. Bye. Okay. Welcome. Drop a message to this number. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome.